So guys, I'm Victor Aliaga from IGN Brazil.
Hi, Victor.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
And you know, here in Brazil, we call you guys as maiorais, which means something like MVP. How's that sound for you?
Mayonnaise?
Maiorais.
That sounds like mayonnaise. That's a condiment, but it feels amazing. Feels fantastic.
By the way, are you feeling some bad ache right there? Because, you know, you guys, both of you, and Sari Singh, carried this season on shoulders. You know that, right?
You know, now you mention it. No, there's no pain there. We're fine.
So guys, that's for both of you, because we live in the era of superheroes in Hollywood. And Stranger Things is not exactly a superhero product, right? So what do you think this show is so popular right now? And what make it so special for each of you?
Well, I think it's kind of popular because it transcends many generations. There's something for everyone, and what one of the kind of the main selling points of it is this kind of this 80s nostalgia, which for some people that were in the 80s, that people find that very comforting and kind of interesting. But then also there's this like younger demographic who have responded to it in a way that's kind of manic. And I think ultimately the sentiment in the show is it's about friends, and it's about our need for companions, and in kind of facing adversity, how much your friends get you through it. That's kind of what I take from it, and kind of and it's about love and being nice to each other. It's so sweet.
That's really nice. I couldn't have put that any better myself, so I'll leave it at that.
And I love the 80s. Do you love the 80s?
I was born in the 80s. Do I love the 80s? There's some great things that came out of the 80s for sure.
You were born in the 89?
88, love. She's old. Yeah, I do. I mean, I have a fond reverence for the 80s, I suppose.
Can I quote you on that?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, exactly. You can get that tattooed on me.
Down.
Yeah.
Joseph.
Hi.
I was wondering if you knew about Eddie's faiths from the beginning, and did you try to change the Duffer Brothers' mind? Like, please let me live for another season.
Did I know about his fate? I mean, we found out during the hiatus, during the pandemic, so we got all the scripts before we came back, so I knew that his fate was kind of sealed. Did I try to convince them? No, I was definitely a bit kind of frosty with them for a bit. I was kind of angry at them, but then, you know, they're the grown-ups. We do what we're told, don't we? But it would have been lovely to come back, but hey, not this time.
Not even with a spin-off, flashbacks.
Some flashbacks.
Flashbacks,
good.
maybe.
I'll text them.
Because, you know, you're my top 3 right now with Dustin and Steve. We went to back.
Okay.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, don't worry.
You're the villain number 1, but
The only one.
these guys are the good ones, you know. Jamie, how
Yeah,
did you
what?
find... Sorry, man, sorry. How did you find Vecna's voice? And being a singer helped you somehow?
Yeah, it did. I mean, it took me a minute. When I first started, I was doing this sort of like classic monster voice when we were during the read-through, and
I don't think you were.
it was very weird. It wasn't good. And then I just kind of had to relax into it, open the larynx and connect with my diaphragm more and do all the things that I was taught as a singer. You know, it's basically just kind of connecting everything from here on up, but also, like I say, being relaxed was a huge part of it, and then feeling very much like in control of both myself and of the situation, and then telling the truth. Like, it's funny with me, sometimes my voice will just get lower, and that's often when I'm just not kind of being fluffy, when I'm just saying the information and that's it, and so it's kind of removing the fluff and just getting directly to the point. Yeah,
it's frightening, but it tells me that you're in control.
Right.
Vecna's on control, yeah. Let's talk about Metallica. Was Master of Puppets the first option, and it is you playing, right? The song. It doesn't look easy.
It's for the most part it is me, yes. It was always going to be that song. I think, like the rest of the series, the brothers knew exactly what they wanted to do and executed it. It was never going to be any other song. I also think it couldn't be any other song. It's a perfect crescendo for that kind of crazy sequence.
Yeah, fans were thinking about the final countdown, something about Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
But Master of Puppets since the beginning.
Yes, it was always that one.
was it in the script? Is that?
Yeah.
Did it have it in the script? Yeah.
Most metal, hardcore. What's the the quote, the most hardcore moment in history.
The most metal concert in the whole, in the history of the whole goddamn world, or something like that.
Most metal
Stranger Things 4 made all of us think about that one song that could save us from Vecna. So I want to know what's yours, starting with you, Jamie.
Well, I found out this morning that Joseph Quinn is on Spotify and he has a song called, what is it?
Old is new.
Old is New. So it's Old is New by Joseph Quinn. It's a heartwarming gut wrencher. That's what it is.
And that's the song.
That's my song.
What about you?
I'm so far down the rabbit hole of kind of what I thought would be a kind of funny joke. There's a song called Up and Down by a band called the Venga Boys. What's funny about that?
Nothing.
The Venga Boys are a Eurotrash band, and it's that's my pick. That's my Venga song. Vecna song.
Mine would
Venga
be,
song.
mine would be Save a Prayer from Duran Duran.
Nice.
Or
Great
Never
tune.
Tear Us Apart, NXS.
Big
Great.
tune.
Joe, Jamie, thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure,
Thank
and
you.
congrats on the show. Again, mayorais.
Mayonnaise.
Thank you.
Thank you. Catch
Mayonnaise.
up. Back at you.
Can we take a little selfie?
Yeah.
Sure.